Okay, welcome back. This is Charlie in the Great Glass Elevator by Roald Dahl, published by Puffin Books. The ESL lesson is by myself, Mark S. This is chapter 2. So first read the chapter, answer this one question. Was the world happy to see the elevator? You do not need to remember every word or understand every word in the chapter to answer this question. So just read it quickly. Pause and go ahead. Okay, so was the world happy to see the elevator? No, they were not. Now let's see what we remember. Answer yes, no, or not mentioned. We'll do it together. Did a lot of people see the elevator? Yes, they did. Was there something else in space? Yes, there was. Did they know who was in the elevator? No, they didn't. Was someone important watching? Yes, there was. All right. So a little more detailed questions. Read the chapter again and answer these 3 questions. Pause and go ahead. Okay. So what important person was watching the elevator? The president, yes. How did Mr. Wonka trick the president? He pretended to be an alien. What was Mr. and Mrs. Bucket afraid of? Being captured. No, no, no. Okay, next one. So, go through the chapter, find the words in bold, highlight the words. The page numbers are in brackets. If you have a different version of the book, the page numbers might also be different. Just try to find the words in the chapter. Now that you found the words, write down quotes from the chapter where the words were found to explain what the vocabulary means. Okay, pause and go ahead. Okay, let's take it up. Verse 1, Mr. Wonka's elevator wasn't the only thing orbiting the Earth at that particular time. So you can see at the bottom picture there, you have the Earth, there's something going around it. That's the moon orbiting the Earth. So were they above the Earth? Yes. Were they moving around the Earth? Yes. Were they on a specific path? Absolutely, yes. Did their path change? No, it stays the same for the most part. It was also equipped with a gravity-making machine so that you didn't float about inside it. You could walk normally. So you can see in the little picture here from Free Pick, this is a picture of Isaac Newton discovering gravity, apple falling. So does gravity pull you down? Yes. Is it easy to walk without gravity? No. Does it make you heavier? No. Lighter. The capsule they were traveling in was manned by the 3 famous astronauts. Were they in a vehicle? Yes, they were. Was the vehicle flying? Yes, it was. Were the people driving? Yes, they were. Describe it at once, ordered ground control. Do they know what it looks like? No, they don't. Do they want to know what it looks like? Yes, they do. Do they want someone to tell them? Yes. Do they want lots of details? Yes. Do they want specific or general details? They want to describe it. They want specific details. It's a midget astronaut dressed up as a little boy. They're all in disguise. Did they think they were dressed as someone else? Yes. Did they think they were who they seemed to be? No. You see, this is something people use to wear on their face to hide who they are, a disguise. So did they think they were trying to hide who they were? Yes, they did. It is a great honor to talk to you, Mr. President, sir. Is the president important? Yes. Does everybody get to talk to the president? No. Would you be very lucky to speak with the president? Yes. Should you behave your best when speaking with the president? Yes. So it is a great honor, very nice to be able to do that, to speak to the president. Very lucky. 100 controllers sat motionless, waiting to see what orders the president would give next. Were they moving? No. Were they excited for what would happen next? Yes. You can see motionless, less motion, no motion. I never thought of that, said Schuyler. No wonder you're the president. Did the president say something smart? Yes. Should the president be smart? Yes. Would you expect the president to be smart? Yes. Is it a surprise if the president says something smart? No. No wonder, no surprise. But it was the sinister glass box itself that everyone was staring at. Was the box strange? Yes. Did they think the box was bad? Yes. Did they think the box would make something bad happen? Yes. You see the picture? This person looks like they are up to something bad. Maybe a bad person, very sinister. Everywhere in the world, a kind of panic began to take hold of the television watchers. Were a lot of people watching? Yes. Were they starting to feel scared? Yes. Do bad things happen when a lot of people are scared? Yes. If you know these two characters, we got SpongeBob running around. Does he look scared? Is he calm? No, he's in a panic. Very good. All right, let's complete the sentences using words from the text. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Okay, go ahead. Okay, let's take it up together now. All right, the space hotel could create what? So you could walk around, feet on the ground instead of floating. The whole space hotel could create gravity, keeps you pulled down. The president thought Charlie was a midget astronaut as a little boy, disguised as a little boy. He was not a midget astronaut, he was a little boy. A lot of people in the ground control were blank, unable to move because they wanted to see what the president would do next. So were they running around? Oh, they were motionless. The capsule was by 3 human pilots who were able to drive the ship together. The capsule was manned. Good. The people on Earth at ground control wanted the astronauts to what? The elevator and the people in it, so they knew what it looked like. They need them to describe it. The elevator, space hotel, and capsule were all what? Around the Earth in outer space. They're going around the Earth, then they are orbiting. All right. Everybody thought the elevator was a bomb or was going to be used for something else bad. They described it as the what glass box? They described it as the sinister glass box. The astronaut speaking to the president felt it was in what? To speak with such an important person. It was an honor. Good. Notice that it's N instead of A because the first sound is on. You don't hear the H, so because the first sound is on, O, you use N in front of it. Schouler felt the president was smart, so he wasn't surprised when he said something he didn't think of. He said it was, no wonder he was a president. No surprise. People started to feel very afraid, which could eventually cause them to do what? Panic, run around like SpongeBob. Okay, so on the next slide, match the meanings to the words you highlighted in the text. All right, take a screenshot, look at the words you highlighted, look at the sentences, think about the meaning, and match. Go ahead. All right, let's see how we did. So not moving or stationary is motionless. It's not surprising, no wonder. Of an aircraft or spacecraft being driven or piloted by humans. Manned, human, manned. To show someone important, high respect and esteem. Honor. It was an honor. They were honored by the president. The force that attracts a body toward the center of the earth or toward any other physical body having mass. Very scientific way of saying gravity. Giving the impression that something harmful or evil is happening or will happen. You think that is sinister. The curved or circular elliptical path of a celestial object or spacecraft around a star, planet, or moon. Orbiting. To explain about someone or something, including all important relevant details. Describe. Sudden, uncontrollable fear or anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. Panic. Give someone or oneself a different appearance to hide who they are or seem like someone else is a disguise, or they're disguising themselves. All right, very good. Now, think about parts of speech. Which ones are verbs, nouns, adverbs, adjectives, and a phrase? Go ahead and match. Take a screenshot. Okay, let's take it up together. So manned is adjective, describing it. Describe is what we're doing, verb. Disguise. In this case, they're talking about they are disguised as. A disguise can also be a noun. The thing is the noun. The action of hiding who you are is the verb. Gravity is a noun. It is a thing. Panic. Running around crazy. Okay. Panicking is a verb. It's what we're doing. Honor. Noun. It is an honor. In honor. A thing. Sinister. Describing something or someone. Adjective. Orbiting is what it's doing, so it's a verb. No wonder. Phrase. 2 words. Motionless. Adjective. That's what they are not doing. They're not moving. So we're describing them as motionless. Can't beat adverb because it's what they're not doing. All right, so look at the 4 words. We don't have too many here. Think about the correct form. Complete the chart. Take a screenshot. Go ahead. Okay, let's take it up. So first one, describe, is present simple. So the next one for continuous is describing. Drop the E. And past simple is pretty simple. Described with the ED. So you just add the D to the present simple form. Next one, disguise. Present simple. Disguising. Drop the E. Add ing. All right. Next one is disguised, where we're just adding the D to the present simple. Next one, panic. Present simple. It's a little trickier. See how you did. Panicking. Actually have to add a K before the ing. And also past simple can be a little tricky. Panicked, adding KED. Not the easiest one. I hope you got it. Last one, orbiting is the continuous form with the ing. Simple is orbited, just add the ed. And then without the ed, we've got the present simple form of orbit. Okay. Now, choose the correct form, complete the sentences, fill in the gaps. Take a screenshot, go ahead. Okay. The spy was disguised as a mother with her child, so the criminals didn't know who he was. Disguised. ED, past tense, using was, disguised. His what was so bad that everybody started looking at him, his disguise. She tried to, her feelings for the boy she liked, so he didn't know how she really felt. She tried to disguise. So here's a verb form. They are themselves as young children so they can get into the movies for a lower cost. So they are doing something, they are disguising themselves in the process of doing it. Good are hard to find. I'm talking generally and talking about more than one. Good disguises, good. The police asked me to the man who stole my purse. They asked me to describe him. She, her grandmother, as a kind and caring woman. Is she doing it now? Or is she doing it before? She described her grandmother as a kind and caring woman. I tried what? Oh, we're missing a word here. I tried to, but I think he didn't understand. Oh no, that's right. I tried describing my character. We're not missing the to. If it was a to, we say I tried to describe my character to my friend, but I think he didn't understand. Or I'm talking about in the past, I tried describing my character to my friend, but I think he didn't understand. Both work. No to necessary. Can you describe what your home would look like? All right. Good. Okay, the next one's take a screenshot. Okay. The satellite, the Earth for a long time before crashing to the ground. So it did this in the past. The satellite orbited the Earth for a long period of time before crashing to the ground. Finished in the past. There are a lot of broken satellites and rocks. The Earth right now, it's still happening. A lot of broken satellites and rocks orbiting the Earth right now. The moon, generally, always, orbits the Earth. Everybody, when they felt the building shake, oh yeah, sounds like it happened in the past. Everybody panicked. I told her to stop. Everything was going to be fine. Stop doing it. Stop panicking. You should never, in general, if there is a fire, always stay calm. You should never panic. My brother always does this every time, so more than once, our parents meet the teachers. My brother panics. All right, so let's do some spelling and pronunciation. Okay. So here is the broken down version of it. Orbiting. 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 So orbiting. Orbiting. So the bit, pronounce it or orbit. Orbiting. Gravity. 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 Or again, if you don't pronounce the I, you can say gravity. Gravity. Maybe more casual pronunciation. Gravity, gravity. Manned. Manned. One sound. Manned. Describe. 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 Disguise. 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 So you see at the end, it's a Z sound. Z, Z sound. Disguise. Honor. 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 Motionless. 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 Shun. Motionless. So T-I-O-N makes the shun sound. No wonder. No wonder. Like the number. No wonder. No wonder. If you want to make more of the at the end, you can say no wonder. That'd be more of a British sound. Sinister. 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 Sinister would be more the British sound. Sinister would be more of a Canadian, North American sound. Sinister. Panic. Panic. I think that's pretty straightforward. Okay, very good. So now let's fill in some gaps. On the next slide, take a screenshot, complete the sentences, use the vocabulary you've learned. Use the correct form. Okay, so let's take the screenshot and fill in the gaps. Go ahead. All right, so it was, she did good at school. She had already studied the language before. Were we surprised? No, no wonder. I didn't want to get stung by the bee, so I stood and waited for it to fly away. If you run around, what's the bee gonna do? It's gonna attack, so you gotta stand motionless. Most superheroes themselves to protect their family and friends. So what do? they disguise themselves. So Superman is Clark Kent, Batman Bruce Wayne, Spider-Man is Peter Parker, right? The boy was so quiet that we thought he was up to something sinister. Without gravity, everybody would be floating around. That would be kind of fun, though. When there was a fire at school, people started to panic. Not good. Relax, walk out slowly. Apollo 8 was the first flight to the moon, first manned flight to the moon. The Earth orbits around the sun with an S. It was an honor to sing with Blackpink. That would be cool. The police asked me to describe the person who stole the money. Good. Okay, so the last part. This is good to do with a friend. Okay, so think about an example of something that orbits something else. So the moon orbits the Earth. The Earth orbits what? You can write down something and tell your friend about it. Why is gravity important? So maybe gravity is important because it would be hard to cook without it. Food's flying around. That'd be a little bit difficult. Hard to drink. Talk to your friend. Think of your answer. You can write it down, talk to your friend. All right. What could happen that would cause people to panic? An earthquake could cause people to panic. We mentioned that. What else could cause people to panic? Tell your friend about it. Okay? And then finally, I would ask you to write maybe 5 sentences using different vocabulary that you've learned. Of course, if you want to email it to me, I'd be happy to take a look at it, or just share it with somebody and they can double check it for you. Okay. I hope you guys had fun with the lesson. This is a re-recording because the volume wasn't great on the first version, so hopefully this one went a little better. All right. I will see you with chapter 3.